Hello everyone, welcome back again to Serifki channel. Today we are going to discuss about the academic speaking. Academic speaking is designed toward an educational and differs from everyday conversational and transactional speaking in that it is often used for formal academic presentation and participation in seminars or conferences. These differences can be observed in both the organization and structures of the speaking, but also in the content, design, formality, and execution therein. While many may perceive academic speaking as a one-way expression by a speaker to an audience, it is also an essential element of the interactions in a variety of formalized settings. I will explore these topics and provide assistance and help within the realms of the speaking for academic purposes. We discuss one by one. An introduction to persuasions and argument. Persuasive speaking. Persuasive speaking is a specific type of the speaking in which the speaker has a goal of convincing the audience to accept his or her point of the view. The speech is arranged in such a way as to hopefully cause the audience to accept all or the part of the expressive view. The overarching goal of the persuasive speaking is to convince the audience to accept our perspective. Not all audiences can be convinced by a single speech, and not all the perspective can be persuade the audience. The success of the persuasive speaking is often measured by the audience's willingness to consider the speaker's argument. And then we move to the argumentative speaking. Argumentative speaking is a persuasive speech in which the speaker attempts to persuade his audience to alter their viewpoints on the controversial issue. The topic should not be something which is generally already proven or would require an enormous leap of faith or logic in order to convince the audience. Both the persuasive speaking and argumentative speaking has the goal like moving people to a belief, positions, or course of action. Okay, the importance of the argument and persuasions. Sometimes we use the argumentative or persuasive speaking for the verse is for in everyday life. We are able to use for the appealing a grade, asking for a rise, applying for a job, negotiating the price of a new car, or arguing in the traffic court. In academic life, argumentative and persuasions it is used for defending your ideas, engaging intellectual debate. For the on-job, argumentative and persuasive speaking, it is used for getting people to listen to your ideas, winning buy-in, getting your boss to notice, getting cooperations, or moving people to action. And in writing, irrevocable, making your point and writing to be read. And for the in reading and listening, argumentative and persuasive speaking, critically evaluating others' arguments, protecting yourself from unethical persuasive tactics, recognizing faulty reasoning when you see it. And we move to how to construct the argumentative and the persuasive speaking. The structures of the classical arguments you are able to find like this format: introduction, thesis statement, background information, reason and evidence, the opposing view and the refutation, the last is conclusion. Sometimes the introductions contain like a general issue, what you want to find to discuss or what is your viewpoint, and suddenly you brought become a thesis statement, yeah, like it is your kinds of the specific informations you want to conduct or you want to eager, it is your own opinion. And the background informations, sometimes you just fulfilled by the what kind of the main issue you want to discuss. And for the reason and evidence, you have to provide with the strong reason and strong evidence that you are easily to make it is like the someone's will be moving to your idea. And the opposing view and the reputations here, that you have to give some like maybe expert or something like a good example to eager your information or to eager your reason and evidence. The conclusion that you have to inform to make it the speaker, the listener believe in you. And then, what is the differences between the persuasive and argumentative? Persuasive and argument are often used interchangeable. And persuasion is a broad term which includes many tactics designed to move people to a position, a belief, or a course of actions. But the argument is a specific kind of the persuasions based on the principle of logic and reasoning. And I would like to give you some information about the essential ingredients of an argument. The ingredients of the argument must be contained of: first is an issue open to debate. The second one is your position on the issue in negative side or positive side, or you agree with the motion or you disagree with the topic, and your reasons for that position. It's better for you to give a strong reasons to for your positions, so your listener or you are able to eager your idea to move their viewpoint. And evidence to support your reasons. In getting the evidence to support your reasons that you are able to use, maybe you can combine by using your experience or using the expert opinion, statistic, or sometimes you are able to conduct the research and you have to say that based on this research blah 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 and something like that. And what exactly is an argument? Okay, an argument involves the process of establishing a claim and then proving with the use of the logical reasoning, example, and research. So when you want to argue something that the topic or your reasons, must be logic, or you have to use the logical reasoning. And don't forget, you have to give the example or providing with the good example or strong example. And if you want to, if your positions, it is very good if your positions is attached by the good research, like maybe based on the find of informations of the blah 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 blah, some things like to make it your positions to become eager. And what is the key points of the persuasive speaking? Okay, in persuasive speaking can come in many forms, such as sales pitch, debates, and legal proceedings. And the second, persuasive speaking may utilize the three models of the persuasion: ethos, pathos, and logos. And ethos is the most important appeal in a persuasive speech. Factors such as your body language, your willingness of the audience, and the environments in which the speech is given all affect the success of your persuasive speaking. And the audience analysis is important in persuasive speaking, as the audience will be convinced for their own reasons, not for the speaker's reason. And the roles of your audience in the persuasive or the argumentative speaking, there must be, the verse is understanding your audience is key to effective speaking of all kinds, especially persuasive speaking. Second, an argument is an implicit dialogue or exchange with your audience. So in writing arguments, assume there is a reader that will not agree with you. 3. Audience awareness is absolutely essential to successful persuasions and argument. Therefore, you have to know about the categories of the audience here. The verse is, what is their positions on the issue? Your contra or your position? What is, how strongly do they feel about it? 100% believe, or 100% disagree, or 100% agree about your motion. Third, are they open-minded enough to consider other views? And the last is, what will their objections be to your argument? I think that's all about today. We discussed about the rules of the academic speaking and persuasive speaking. I think that's all about these lessons today. Hopefully this video is useful for you all. If it is useful, please share, like, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.